I saw you make that social media post about like roles that you get cast in versus roles that you want to play.
Yes.
And you made a post about how you want to play like a sexy gay wizard.
Yes,
that's cool.
I didn't use the word sexy or gay, but I'm so happy that you
That's just how
No, that's how you perceived it, and I'm so down with that because that's exactly what I want to do. Hi.
Hi.
It's so nice to see you again.
It's so great seeing you again.
Ramona. When was the last time I saw you? Was it the reading that we did a couple years ago?
We did a reading together for Blacklist.
Yeah.
And you were so good.
Thank you. So were you.
Nick, I have to say, you just get more and more handsome.
Oh, wow.
Like,
Well, thank you.
I think you're...
You heard it here first.
Yeah, and this whole like earring thing.
Do you like it? Do you think I should make it a permanent situation?
It's cool. It's so cool.
That's all I wanted since I was young, was to just be cool.
Congratulations on Atypical.
Thank you.
4 seasons.
4 seasons.
On
fourth
Netflix.
Fourth and final. We're done. It's the end of an era.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel like the last season really wrapped up everyone's storylines in a way that was nice, and I think I'm glad Netflix gave us like a heads up. Give the writers a heads up.
How far in advance did they?
A while. I mean, 'cause the COVID thing pushed it. The writers had like over a year.
Wow. Do you think that made you kind of more emotional about it, or do you think that like prepared you?
Definitely prepared. Chapter? Me and my castmates we were ready.
Okay.
We've been with these characters for 5 years. We've gone through a lot.
That's insane.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
And I think we're all ready. We are all ready to say farewell. Congrats on Never Have I Ever. Yeah.
Thank you.
Season 2. How does it feel?
Woo!
Yeah.
It feels interesting.
Tell me more. Elaborate. Interesting good, interesting weird, interesting bad.
It's interesting weird because first season came out during the panda. Second season came out still in the panda.
Still the pandemic, yes.
So it's like, is it really happening? I have no idea because I've just been sitting at home.
That's a fair point.
And it's funny because you and Sam play roommates. I was roommates with Lee, actually, in real life.
In real life?
So we're like the same person, basically.
Oh, wow. Well, that's fun. Were you guys roommates before you did the show?
We did season 1, and then we became roommates in between seasons 1 and 2.
Oh, that's so fun.
And now we live down the street from each other.
So my co-stars, Kira Gilchrist and Bridget Lundy Payne, are like some of my closest friends, and it was so fun working with them.
Do you think you'll remain friends after the show?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We definitely will. How about you? Do you feel like you've become... You lived with Lee.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, some of these people have, especially the girls, have become like my go-to people.
I love that.
Yeah, as I'm sure with you and Bridget.
It's sad because Bridget lives in New York. It's sad. But Kira lives here, which is great. Just played Catan with him on Friday.
I've never tried playing Catan because it seems so hard to play.
It's a lot of things, but once you learn the things, it's pretty straightforward.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. You just got to tap into your inner colonizer.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I played Ticket to Ride. You ever play that?
No, I've never played that.
It's kind of like a colonizing game, but you just build trains.
Oh, that's fun.
It's fun. So creatively, are you like ready to like go on to the next thing?
Absolutely. I think so. I'm looking forward to, I'm curious how you feel about it.
Yeah.
We both play the Asian best friend.
I play an Asian best friend to an Asian girl.
Asian person. I was going to
say.
say.
Which is different.
It's so different.
It's different.
That's so dope.
It is dope.
That is really dope. I have almost exclusively, if not exclusively, played Asian best friend to the white guy. Which I love the roles I played, but it's a different vibe.
Well, I think you should play something different.
I want to.
In person, you're very different from your character. You're very...
Tell me, how am I different? Is it better or worse than the characters you see?
Better. I mean, your character's kind of comedy, funny, but I feel like in person, you're cool.
How about you? What are you feeling like doing next? What's next for you?
I want to write my own stuff.
Hell yeah.
Because it's really hard waiting for that opportunity, if that opportunity ever comes along.
What is like a dream role that you are writing or want to write for yourself?
I'm writing a Western
Oh my
right
God,
now.
yes,
Because
okay.
I'm like, you never see Asian women in Westerns.
I
It's
love
always the white male lead.
Your show feels very diverse.
I know. I feel like I just hit the jackpot.
Yeah, what's that like? I mean,
in
is
that
it
aspect.
like, how does it feel to be on a set where you're just surrounded by so many dope people of color?
It's amazing.
Oh,
I have
so
to. I know, man. Like, I'm watching your show and I'm like, I know what that feels like. Like, it's almost like a Get Out situation where you show up to the backyard barbecue and you're the only person that looks like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is, which is why Never Have I Ever is so cool, because it's
know.
taking like this like tried and true genre of like high school romance, but like completely stacking it with dope
Yeah.
people of color.
Yeah.
Women of color.
Yeah.
Queer people. Like, it's
Yeah.
fucking dope.
And like all the directors, like the
Mhm.
writers, the people
Mhm.
like behind camera are so diverse, and I think that's what makes the show like work, I think.
I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like Never Have I Ever tackles mental health, especially in the Asian community, so
Yes.
well. What are the conversations on set like?
The therapy scenes have mostly been Maitreyi, who plays Davy on the show, and they're very like private scenes, right? So I don't think we like have conversations about the therapy sessions, but we do cry a lot in scenes. We just let it out. We
I
don't
love that.
we don't hide anything. Yeah, I think that's also why we're like really close, because we have these personal scenes with each other. It's very emotional.
Yeah.
And we're just like, it's okay, man. Like, we're all very accepting that we know we're all emotional messes. And it's fine, it's healthy. What about you also doing a show that revolves around autism? That's gotta be different.
It's been an honor, honestly, to be able to be a part of that story. The autism community has really engaged with the show in a really cool way. I feel like playing Zahid has just made me a kinder, more empathetic human. The show isn't beloved by the whole autism community, though. It's important to like recognize and like acknowledge that criticism, because like we don't have any writers who are on the spectrum. No series regulars on the spectrum. When it comes to representation, it has to be like holistic, right? It can't just be that we're telling the story, but like the community whose story we're telling should be involved. Which is why Never Have I Ever is so cool, because it feels like it's a bunch of Asian people and people of color doing the thing.
I mean, I gotta say, like, we have haters as well, because it's just one story, right? Do you feel pressure via lifestyle, social media to portray yourself a certain way because so many young people look up to you?
I want to say like, no, I just live my life authentically and I'm like doing my thing, but I definitely do feel it, you know. The show means a lot to a lot of people, and I always want to make sure I'm doing right by them. How about you? Do you feel that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I want to be able to express myself authentically. I don't ever want to be fake. So it is a struggle, and I do get anxiety like over social media and stuff. Yeah.
Which is why I like left most platforms. Like I deactivated my Twitter, I left Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm not on TikTok, just Instagram, and even that sometimes feels like a lot.
Do you want to be more involved in
For sure.
show business beyond acting?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Tell me all about it.
I feel like if I was just going to be an actor for the rest of my life, I'd be very sad. But no, I want to write. I am writing. I would love to direct.
Directing.
Yeah. I think that'd
That's
be really fun.
intimidating.
It is definitely intimidating.
Yeah.
But I think there is this aura around directing that we maintain as an industry that like discourages people from pursuing it, because it's like you must be this like genius and like this next level person in order to direct. But at the end of the day, like in my view, directing is really about like building the right team of people and then supporting them and like being very collaborative and just making sure that the trains are running on the right tracks and driving toward a specific vision. And like if you're a good person and you have creative taste, I feel like you can do it.
You know what? I see that for you.
Thank you.
I totally see that. Do you want to direct stuff that you write on your own, or do you want to like direct projects that get passed along to you?
I would love to write and direct. I think that would be
Yeah.
the way to go. There's a film that we're trying to find the home for. It's called Blue Boy. It's based on a novel of the same name. It features like a 12-year-old Indian kid in early 90s Ohio who's kind of just like a rambunctious asshole who thinks he's turning into the next reincarnation of Krishna.
Have you written the script already?
Yeah, the script is written.
It's out there?
Yeah, it's out there. We're just trying to find the right producer, the right place to do it.
Wow, I'm proud of you. That's awesome.
Thank you. Do you feel like you've been typecast in your career?
I feel like I get typecast as a human being more than I do in characters that I get to play.
Oh, interesting. Like in real life, you feel like you get a lot of stuff put on you.
Yeah. Do you ever feel that way?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I feel like if
For
people
sure.
don't know me, they see my exterior and they don't know how much more strange I am in person, but I am. But then like characters that I get to play, like I have to say, like I feel very fortunate. Like I've played an array of things. I've played like a werewolf, I played a store clerk, you know, very like non-stereotypical and sometimes stereotypical things. Yeah, what about yourself?
I think I've been lucky in the sense that I'm not playing like what the industry has historically done for South Asian actors, which is like the cab driver or the terrorist, and like thankfully not in that space. But I do feel like, I don't know, it's an interesting thing because like the characters I play are nerds, but they're also different from.
They are. They're
edgy.
Different.
Yeah, they're
kind of like rebels.
Yeah, they're different, and like
Yeah.
and it's really fun. So.
But also, it could just be like the way you're playing your character that makes
Perhaps,
them
but I think
different.
to the credit of the writers, like it's definitely
Yeah.
written in ways that are not feeding into all the stereotypes, right? But then on the flip side, like sometimes it does. Like Zahid in Atypical, like he's a brown dude that works at a tech store and then goes into the medical profession. But the way it's done doesn't feel
Right.
stereotypical.
I saw you make that social media post about like roles that you get cast in versus roles that you want to play.
Yes.
And you made a post about how you want to play like a sexy gay wizard.
Yes,
that's cool.
I didn't use the word sexy or gay, but I'm so happy that you
That's just how.
No, that's how you perceived it, and I'm so down with that because that's exactly what I want to do. Yeah, I would love to play just like a stoner wizard.
Oh, a stoner wizard.
Yeah,
that
like a
was what it
fuckboy
was.
wizard, or
a
like-
fuckboy
that's what it
wizard.
was.
That was what it was.
Yeah, I would love to just be in robes with the fucking wands.
hell yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But like bad at magic.
Yeah.
You know?
With like velvet, fancy. You gotta have glitter involved and
Of
like
course,
eyeliner.
Of course.
Like
and
yeah.
just like drinking all the potions.
Is that still your ideal?
Oh yeah, I really like that would be so much fun.
Yeah. I want to play like an assassin.
Ooh,
Can-
yeah.
I mean, like,
I can see that.
Can you? Because I feel like
absolutely can.
I feel like I come across so like sweet and like.
But
nice
that's part
and,
of. I feel like that would be part of the assassin's game,
Really?
right? Like the way you lure your
yeah,
victims
my victims.
in. Yeah, but then you'll kill them all.
But then I'll just kill them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds great.
Thank you. That's my goal.
I'm just imagining all the looks and the makeup and the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun, right?
For sure.
Cool. Let's do it.
Cool.
Let's do it.
We'll make a wizard assassin movie.
Yes. One of the first projects that I got involved with was actually Santa Clarita Diet.
Oh, fun.
Originally, my character didn't have a name or anything. I was just there for like a scene. My agents fought really hard, like, please just give her a name on the show, like even if she's just in like one scene. And so they named the character Ramona because they were like, whatever, we'll never see this girl again. And then I ended up being on that show for like 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that insane?
That is insane.
And I
As
worked-
Ramona.
Yeah, and I got to like work with like Hollywood legends.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore is insanely sweet. There's some people in Hollywood that suck, and she is not one of them. She's amazing.
That's great.
And I feel almost bad saying it because you've had like opposite experiences, but I'm sure.
I've also worked with some really awesome
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
The first like real job I had was when I was 13, and it was a pilot for Fox
Wow, that's impressive.
that I booked by like driving out here for auditions from Arizona.
from Arizona.
Yeah, my mom would drive me out or fly me out all the time. Well, I was a kid,
Yeah.
you know, and it was my first time being on a set. The cast was incredible. The director and the writers were all great, and it was just I was like so ready for that show to get picked up, and I was like, I'm gonna be a TV guy, and I'm honestly obviously disappointed that the show didn't go, but for myself, like selfishly, I'm like really happy it didn't go because I feel like getting success at that young of an age can do things to your head.
Yeah,
Like I think
it really can.
being like a child on television for years and years just affects you in a particular way, that I'm really happy that I got to not experience that.
Live a somewhat normal childhood.
Yeah. I feel like it's important to get that perspective, also to fail a bit, you know?
Yeah, I guess when you just find success so early on, you just have like a different perspective on the world. Like, oh, maybe it's supposed to be this easy, and then when it's not, it's like soul crushing.
If you weren't an actor, writer, performer, what do you think you would do?
I think I would probably be working with children.
Oh my God, amazing.
Because I, any day, hang out with a kid rather than an adult. So I would probably end up being like a teacher of some sort, or maybe like a child psychologist.
I love that.
What about yourself?
For a long time, I really wanted to be like a high school history teacher.
History?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I feel like I had history teachers that were really formative for me.
Oh yeah. Teachers have so much influence.
Yeah.
If it weren't for some of my teachers growing up, I don't think I'd be in the position that I am. Because
Same.
they were the only
yeah.
ones that encouraged me to follow my dreams and stuff.
Strange relationships, but
very strange.
Yeah.
Unique. There's no other relationship
really
like a mentor. Do you have any mentors now that you're out of school in show business?
You know, I was just having this conversation with someone. I feel like I don't really have a mentor, which is something that makes me sad, and I really want one.
Well, we'll be friends.
We'll be friends. We'll be co-mentors.
Yeah, we'll keep each other in check. I listened to one of Mindy Kaling's audiobooks, and I also felt like I lacked a mentor because, I mean, let's be real, we're kind of paving our own road here.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's hard to find someone who relates to us 100%. In her audiobook, it basically said, find your mentors wherever you can, even if they don't know that they're your mentor. Like, find it in a movie, find it in a book.
Love that.
Find it in an interview you watch. Those are your mentors, whether they know it or not.
In that case, I have many mentors.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
For sure. One thing that's been cool is a couple years ago, I started this group called The Salon, which is for South Asian artists and executives. And we launched our mentorship program this year. And there's 23 people in the program who are actors, writers, producers, directors, and executives. And I'm like so jealous of them because they get to like have this one-on-one relationship with someone who's like done what they want to do. But I feel like I've learned so much just from like helping run the program and from talking to the people that come speak to the mentees. We had Mindy come speak to the group, which was so informative, and like I learned so much. This past weekend we had Hassan Minhaj. Like I'm interviewing these people as if like, you know, it's for the mentees' benefit, you know, but like I'm like taking notes. I'm like learning so much.
You're like asking questions you really want to like know
that
the
I
answer.
that I need the answer to, for sure, for sure. So like they don't know they're my mentors type of energy.
But they are.
But they are. Yeah. I love that. That's a really great way to look at mentorship.
Do you have any upcoming Dear Evan?
Yes, Dear Evan Hansen.
Yes,
Dear Evan Hansen. Thank you.
I auditioned for one of the characters on that.
Oh, that would have been so fun.
That would have.
That would have been so great. But no, so Dear Evan Hansen comes out in September.
Yes.
I'm super excited. It's based on the Broadway musical, and it's starring the most insanely beautiful humans ever. That cast is truly like so special and incredible. And Ben Platt, of course, is phenomenally talented. Intimidatingly talented.
Really?
Oh yeah,
wow.
He's so good.
Oh
He's
my
so
gosh,
good.
I
Plus
can't
his
wait
character
to
is just
see
like
it.
he birthed this character in like 2014 and has been with him since then.
Wow.
So like, but also like Amanda Stenberg has a new song that wasn't in the original.
Wow.
That she co-wrote,
Wow.
which is so good, and like probably my favorite song, which is crazy to say because it's not in the original.
Yeah.
So don't come at me, but it's really good.
Can't wait to see it. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. How about you? What's next on the books for you?
I recently wrapped a feature, and it's a character that I've never played before.
Oh, that's fun.
So I'm really excited, and I try to do that. Like I try to like find things that are different every time, because I don't want people to like.
Yeah, you don't want to be pigeonholed.
No. I want people.
You've got range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to show them my range. I want people to
Absolutely.
be confused when they look at me.
Mission accomplished.
Yes. So I'm really excited about that. It's like a horror comedy.
Oh, fun.
But the character's kind of like a skatery, kind of like a stoner character.
I love that for you. That's going to be so fun.
I'm so excited.
That's going to be great.
Thank you.
I hope we get to work together.
What? Don't hope. Let's make it happen.
We'll manifest it.
Let's just make it happen.
I'm grateful that we're going to work together.
Yeah. And we're going to be friends.
I love it.
Yeah.
This was so fun.
This was fun.
Yeah.
You get more and more handsome every time I see you.
Stop.
And I swear your voice changed.
You think my voice changed?
Yeah.
Do you think it got, like...
You sound more, like, sophisticated.
Wow.
I don't know how.
I think I've just aged a lot in the past year.
No, not at all.
I mean, like, internally.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Do you not feel that way?
I feel like I'm in another dimension.
Yeah.
Constantly. That's what I feel. No idea what's going on.
I'm surprised I made it here.
Yeah, me too.
Frankly, yeah.
I can't believe we're sitting here, like, not really facing each other, but kind of
Slightly.
facing each other. Not weird at all.
No, not at all.
Any advice you would give me, and maybe I'll give you a piece of advice.
Wow, that's a great question.
Right?
If people give you shit, let them know.
That's a really good one. Because honestly, I don't. And I should trust myself enough
You should.
to be like, I can handle this situation. I hate confrontation.
An actor gave me advice once, which I hate, but is so real. The squeakiest wheel gets the grease. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
But like, if we're not advocating for ourselves, no one is going to advocate for us.
That's so true. And you can do it in a way that is graceful.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a whiny, mean person to
not at all.
to speak up for yourself. There's like a balance for that.
Absolutely. Does it backfire sometimes? For sure. But I think for your soul, it's important.
I agree.
How about you? Drop some wisdom on me.
Yeah, I'm trying to like sense out your vibes.
Yeah.
I would say surround yourself with nature, ground yourself with nature,
That's great advice.
and find ways to laugh more.
Yours is so pleasant and nice, and mine was like,
No,
knives
you
out.
need that. You
Knives
need
out,
that
girl.
balance.
That's true.
You know, you
That's
can't
true.
just be nice constantly.
Well, this was so fun.
Yeah, this was great.
Yeah. It's great to have a character conversation with you, Ramona Young, and me, Nik Dodani.